Hello everyone, it's Andre here, and today I am attempting to hit the 1500 in Rapid on chess.com. As you can see, I'm currently 1494, so it's only 6 points. So if I win this game, then chances are I will be 1500. Let's start. Wish me luck. Game plan white against a similar rated opponent. I'm going for his Indian attack as always. We'll see what they respond with. My goal is to fianchetto the bishop and to kind of leave the center uncontested for now. Okay, on this move he can kick my knight and then in the next move e4, so I will just d3 to prevent that. Next thing I'm probably gonna castle unless he does something weird and I have a chance to exploit that. Yeah, I think here I'll just castle to be on the safe side. So now I'm castled. Time to start developing my pieces. Right now his e5 pawn is only protected by the knight, which I can pin with a queen in some situations. Here I like to push the c3 and then I have two plans. Either to kick the bishop with b4 or to bring the knight out on a4, ping the knight and then potentially grab the pawn on e5. I can also do a4 first, and then if he does nothing, then I will trap his bishop. But if he sees that, then he's going to prevent that as well. Interesting. Probably worth developing then to kicking the bishops. Yeah, here's the thing. I kick the bishop, then I kick the knight, and then I grab the pawn. Yes, he retreats to a square where he can still protect the pawn. Makes sense. Definitely makes sense. For now, I will just develop my knight and we'll see where it has to go next. One idea is to kick the bishop anyway, b5, and the bishop has, not the bishop, the knight. Okay, he wants to start pushing pawns, I believe. If he starts pushing the f pawn, I think it may be advantageous for me, because I can exploit this weak diagonal then. a2, g8. Yeah, I don't have a clear plan here. Obviously, this move doesn't seem too right from him because his knight is now on the edge of the board. Maybe I can... Yeah, he's launching an attack on my king. Is that... I'm concerned. Okay, I think I'm going to be pushing my pawns, and I have one idea where I can exchange his dark squared bishop against mine. So I will try to do that. So I'm kicking the knight on b5, knight jumps somewhere, then I move my bishop to c3, and okay. Maybe first I move my bishop to c3. Now I'm threatening to... threatening to win the pawn as well. The pawn on d5 in the center is... I can pin it against the king. I can also win it. One second. Okay, so I think here I have... my chances can be connected with the pawn on d5. If I attack it directly with d3, queen d3, then he can move out his bishop and protect it. Slice squared bishop, and that will kind of benefit him. Oh, but then I can exchange that bishop. Or should I jump with my knight first, then attack, and then he cannot protect with the bishop anymore. Yeah, I guess here I have certain tactics, so I need to be careful what I do next. I think I'm going for that. I'm going queen d3. There's immediate threat of winning a pawn with a check. He has to react. If he reacts by protecting with bishop e6, then I jump my knight. Yes. Now I jump my knight to g5. What does he do? I don't see a way he can pester my queen. If he exposes the attack on the queen by moving the pawn, then I just capture the bishop. So I'm doing that. Oh no, I blundered. My knight is not protected. Oh my god. That was not ideal, of course. I can still win a pawn. I can do a discover attack on the queen. Oh my god. I can exchange my light squared bishop. Is it worth it? Probably not. I will attack the queen. Oh my lord. I will attack the queen. Queen moves. I still jump with my knight. My second knight. My second knight will try to do what the first knight couldn't do. I will try to grab his light squared bishop. It's not all lost here still, I think. I don't see a way I can protect this pawn. Oh, yeah, by doing that, he probably can. I think there's a tactic here. I capture the bishop. He retakes with the queen. I capture, we exchange the pawns. And basically his pawn is pinned to both the queen and the king, because otherwise I'm going to just capture and his queen will have no protectors. So do I first I think I first capture the bishop. His queen moves there. Now I capture the pawn. He has no way to capture with the d pawn. And now, okay, if I capture with the bishop, only 4. Is he pinned? Other tricks. Oh, he just captures with the queen. Oh my god. Yeah. So I'm just down a knight for no reason. Yeah. And I'm down on clock drastically. 7 minutes. He has 13. So my plan is now to bring my rook to the center. One of the rooks. So I need to move my dark square bishop where? I put it here, so it looks towards the king and controls the big diagonal. Oh my god. I need to find a way to turn around this game without a knight. My immediate thought is to bring the rook to d file and attack the pawn twice. He has to protect with the knight, probably. I can win this pawn now, probably. If I take with the rook, then my rook is pinned to the queen and it's not good, I guess. He's centered too strong, so probably have to do it. Exchanging queens, winning this pawn. My center will be maybe a little bit stronger than his. Now his other pawn is also hanging, the e4 pawn. So if I grab 2 pawns versus 1 knight, then it's kind of better already. Pawn is hanging. Makes sense. Let's go back, all the way back. I have 2 bishops. That's an advantage, a slight advantage. Yeah, I thought about this. Yeah, I was thinking just retreat into the corner. So, yeah, his knight is annoying there, for sure. And his knight also blocks my pawn, my backwards pawn, the c3. So what my plan is going to be? I think if I don't open this up somehow, then I just don't have space. He has so much more space. His knight is unprotected on c4. I can attack it with d4 with the rook. He has to what? Okay. So now I can probably win this. I will try this. I'm attacking both the knight and the pawn with, he removed the protector from the pawn. Oh my god. I'm very open to open up the diagonal for my bishop. How do I capture? If I can take this pawn, do I capture with the... If I capture with the bishop, then if he attacks my rook, then I'm cooked. Probably need to take with the rook. We exchange rooks. Or if he chooses not to exchange, then so it looks like the safest is I capture with the rook. If I'm able to if I'm given a chance to capture this pawn, capture with the rook. Yeah, I just saw this. He attacks the a4, but if I kick his knight, then what does he do? I do that. So his only bishop becomes less useful, hopefully, with all my pawns being on the black squares and dark squares. Now, as per plan, I'm capturing with the... Okay. As per plan, I'm capturing with the rook. Now that's more interesting, I think. Look, isn't his knight is trapped? No? His knight looks trapped. His knight looks trapped. If I go, I can either go c6 and attack both knights, or I can go c2 and attack the just one knight. He captures. That looks interesting. I can also give a check. Do I want to check? Probably I do. Or maybe I will. Maybe I can save it for a better time. So c2, knight trapped. Yes, yes. Captures a pawn, I recapture. He captures. So I lose one pawn, but I win a knight back. If I go, do I capture? If I capture the pawn first, then he jumps the knight over there. So that doesn't work. If I go c6, then it's more or less the same thing. If I, yeah. My first instinct was to go c2, that's what I'm doing. And if I capture the knight there, I also attack this other knight there, so I win a tempo. I'm down clock. 3 minutes versus 8. He has dark squared bishop. I want to block dark squares as much as possible. So my pawn probably, after all of this, these exchanges, my pawn should go on e3. Okay, do this. Yeah, I'm kind of in a not too bad shape anymore, I think. I'm up 2 pawns, no? I'm up 1 pawn. I attack, and I don't like when bishops are one against the other. They can be easily attacked by a rook, so I wanted to move my bishop. Attacking the knight here. Okay. Now how about I just move forward? Yeah, I didn't think about it. Yeah, that was, yeah. Well, he weakened his king even more. So, not the end of the world, I'm losing this. What if I attack his knight with bishop d4? He captures my bishop, I captures his knight. He recaptures, I'm losing my bishop for nothing. So I retreat to where? I retreat to... No. I do this. You take my knight, my bishop, I take your bishop. whenever you're under attack, the best way to respond is to attack yourself if it's possible. So that's what I'm doing here. And I have this nice passed pawn, which I can even support with f pawn. Okay. Okay. Now we're equal. He won 1 pawn effectively. If I attack his knight by going d4, then I'm also threatening the pawn on a7, and I don't have too much time. I think I want to do that. Bring my rook somewhere close to his king. If I move it to the second rank, then I think it's I limit his king a lot, which is a good thing. He has 4 isolated pawns. I have 1 isolated and 3 connected, which is, I can start pushing my pawns on the king side. I can move over my king. Just need to make sure not to blunder some kind of nasty fox. Threatening to go e7, then I have like sort of checks, discount checks, something like that. His king is kind of exposed. That's a good thing. He doesn't want that. Well, good idea, I think. I will just move my king up. One minute left. I'll do this for now. And maybe I need a better square to infiltrate my rook. So maybe I go d1 and target the d-pawn. Okay, this makes sense. Yeah, I don't have any squares. That's nice. It's interesting. Yeah. Okay, attack the deep. Well, he has 2 passed pawns. That's not good. It's not good. I want my bishop. I don't want to lose my bishop because his passed pawns, I'm not going to stop them with just one. Now I can pin his. Now I can pin his knight. Now it's interesting. Now it's interesting. Now it's interesting. Okay, where do I move? I need to move to a place where he cannot where he cannot check me, ideally, and probably closer to the center. Yeah, I want my king in the center to at least hold one of the passed pawns. If he keeps checking, I can hide behind my rook. Okay, now if I don't want to do it with the rook. Okay, makes sense. Now we do What? Yeah, I've got two in those pawns, I think. Okay, let's do some moves. I don't think I'm losing immediately. But he has 3 pawns. Okay, makes sense. About this. Threatening to win the pawn. Oh, and he has no check because my knight is my... I think I should be capturing this. Is there a mate? I go for a check. There may be a mate. There may be a mate. But I need to watch the... I need to watch this pawn. Okay, this. And he resigned. He resigned. Guys, I don't know. I don't know how I made it. Wow, it's 500 finally. I've been working to this for, well, since January 2023. It's now May 2024. It took me almost 1.5 years to go from 1000 to 1500. Wow. Wow. I don't think he should have resigned here at this point, my opponent. I think he still had a chance to fight because he has 2 pawns. I have to kind of protect them. And moreover, if I capture this pawn, let's say, self-analysis, if I capture this pawn, yeah, let's say, for example, he moves, I capture this pawn, then he can then win back my bishop like this, because I don't think it's kind of hard to protect. Okay, let's do a quick game review. Okay, it says rapid 1500, makes sense. So I just, here, no, here. No, what's going on? This move wasn't played. This wasn't played. How come? How is it possible that Chess.com shows me a game review about the moves we didn't play? This was the last move and it says plus 3.7. So I was really winning. Okay, let's really quickly move through the game. So I went for the king's attack. Zeros. Yeah, this didn't seem like a good move to bring the knight over to the edge. Yeah, it's a blunder. I mean, I'm losing a knight. So what was the best option here? Just strike in the center. Okay. Yeah. Again, not the best move. Again, striking in the center. Okay, maybe. Here, I thought I had a... Here, I thought if I do like this, he goes like this, I go like this. He cannot do this because I just capture the queen with a check. So I thought he has to kind of, well, do something. And I just do this. But, of course, he could just recapture with this and he's fine, absolutely fine. Oh, it closed my whole game review. So this is weird. Yes, this was the last move, so the last game review was kind of a bit not the most correct. Yeah. Yeah, now I cannot capture the pawn. And I'm -5. I'm -5. I was losing here, like, desperately. Okay. I'm -4.7. Here's the lesson. You fight until the end. You fight until the end. Well, unless you're completely losing, unless you're disrespectful by continuing playing, you should continue playing because there's always going to be chances. Best move. Okay. -4. I retreat. Yes, here it's kind of like a fork. I'm attacking two things at once. Yes. No. Oh, yeah, okay, the idea is probably to start targeting this knight that's kind of trapped. This knight on a4 is kind of doesn't have any squares to go to. Okay, so I did this. Okay, he had to activate his pieces rather than helping me to activate mine. Okay. It's equal. At this point, I'm equal. By winning this central pawn, I'm kind of equalized. Yeah, I have two extra pawns and minus a knight. So it's equal here. Yeah, here I'm... No. This was the best move. Why did this not work? He can protect his knight. Oh my god. And if I go like this? Oh. Well, I was already down on the clock, you could see. Yeah, he could save his knight, kind of, with the pawn. Now I'm +3. Now I'm winning. Yeah, here's what I'm saying. At some positions, let's say, if you just play some moves and he's, well, I'm saying, for example, he can do this, then, yeah, okay, I have this check, but for example, if he does this, I do this, he does this, I'm losing one bishop, pretty sure. Bishop a4, and yes, I'm losing one bishop. So don't put your bishops like this. This is why. This is why here I wanted to immediately disconnect those bishops. So I went, yeah, and I coincidentally attacked the knight. Now you can see how his knight limits my bishop very well. So my bishop cannot go here, cannot go here, cannot go here, cannot go, well, kind of can go here because he's protecting the pawn, but yeah, knight placed here, this knight limits the bishop very well. Yeah, I thought I would just keep pushing the pawn because there's knight, the bishop just protects it. Yes, totally makes sense. Here I counterattack. Okay, it's equal. It's still equal. Makes sense. Prevent me from infiltrating. Because of thinking, if he does something else, I go in here, I go here. It's +1, but yeah, I mean, goes this, I do this. There's something. Yeah, okay, so it's nice when your rook is on the 7th rank, but he didn't let me do that. Moving up my king, attacking the pawn. Now my bishop doesn't have too many squares. And cannot protect the pawn. What was the best one? Oh, to just protect it with the... Okay. So now he is better. Half pawn. Not a good move. A check. Okay, makes sense. I was kept moving my king closer, which instinctively I wanted to do that. I didn't want how to end up. Okay, he didn't see this. He didn't see this pin. Okay, great move. Okay. Wow. What was the best thing? How is it different? Okay. No. This. I thought this and I was scared. I do this, he goes this. This is okay. And it's, I mean, it's a draw. It says it's a draw. Okay, maybe. Let's say I didn't want to draw. Here I just made a random move. Well, I attacked the rook. Here I'm attacking the pawn. Getting the pawn, but computer wanted something else. This looked like I might have even a mate there, because the king is kind of trapped. Want to guard the pawn, right? Even not even the best move. So I was +4, and after a move that did +3.6, my opponent resigned. Thanks everyone for watching this, if someone did that. I'm really happy to be at 1500 now. Finally. Thanks everyone. Stay tuned for more chess. Bye bye.